ABExpo 2024 Melbourne. If you have missed our presentation in day one of the event, you can watch it now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our presentation about BPO provider enhancing service quality through data analytics. BPO is not a new concept or new product, but we want to highlight the new development as well as the innovation in BPO in this presentation. This is our agenda for today's presentation. We will do a quick introduction, and then I will provide a brief overview about BPO. In this section, I will cover why it is important, some of the key trends in 2024, and then I will explain how BPO has changed in the last 20 years. In the third section, I will deep dive into a case study that demonstrates how a BPO provider implement automations and technologies to enhance the service quality being provided to the client. As a quick introduction, my name is Quang Don. I am a Director of Client Services at Innovator BPO. I have in total 18 years of experience working with companies around the world in different functions. Lately, my experience is centered around guiding companies and corporate functions adopting data and analytics strategies to promote growth and to enhance operational efficiency. About the company, Innovator BPO is an award-winning BPO solutions provider. We offer end-to-end integrated BPO solutions in different functions such as customer service, finance and accounting, BI, and analytics. We have served global companies and customers from North America, Australia, Europe, and Asia Pacific. Most recently, we have been awarded the Stevie Awards for the best customer service team and the best customer service solutions. Moving on to the next sections, I will provide a brief overview about BPO. In this slide, I will explain what BPO is and why it is important for companies to consider. BPO is the practice of hiring third-party providers to perform the business process. It has a lot of benefits, but I will list four of them. The first one is the focus on core business. By outsourcing non-critical business functions, it allows the companies to focus on their core competencies to help them to invest more money, more resources to grow and perform critical business functions. In a recent survey, 57% of the businesses agree that BPO provider helps them focus on their core business more effectively. The second benefit here is the increase in productivity. And it is just not the productivity in the delegated task, but also the overall productivity of the company. 88% of the organization leaders claim that they can devise strategies to improve overall productivity after outsourcing some processes. The third benefit here is the reduction costs and time, and I think this is also a very important benefit of BPO. BPO gives the company the flexibility to scale up or scale down the operations without incurring significant cost. On average, they could save up to 50 to 70% of the cost in the outsourced function. The fourth benefit of BPO here is it allows companies to access global workforce, technology, and resources at reasonable cost in a timely manner. I think this is very, very important for small business and startup because they always need the talent to grow, but at the same time, they need to maintain the minimal cost as possible. To front office, for example, customer service, sales and telemarketing, technical support, and then for back office, it includes administrative functions, data entry, accounting and finance, BI, and data and analytics. Here are some of the key trends that are surveyed from both the companies who use BPO or the BPO companies themselves. The first trend here is more and more small businesses are adopting BPO, and more startups are considering BPO as their strategic solution to grow margin and to maintain the growth. As they have very limited resources, they tend to seek talent overseas at reasonable cost, which makes the BPO a very attractive option for small businesses. In a recent Clutch survey, it revealed that 37% of startups or small businesses outsource at least one of their functions. The second trend here is automation taking center stage. Similar to other industry, we have seen the rise of automation within the BPO to reduce repetitive tasks and eliminate manual works in recent years. It also helped boost accuracy, efficiency, and productivity. We expect that to see, RPA more widely adopted as part of the service to integrate both human and RPA in completing the task for the client. The third trend here is about partnership. In the past, BPO entailed delegating non-core operations. While the companies or providers handle some business functions, they have no direct influence on the decision-making process at the client. Nowadays, a BPO provider can help shape the decisions, and they are critical or instrumental to the business success in the long term. We expect that the strategic partnerships for long-term planning to be more prevalent this year. The last point or the last trend here is transparency, and it is related to the previous point. So as partners, both BPO provider and the client allowed information and technology sharing to make the partnership more effective in the longer term. In this slide, I'll summarize the differences between the traditional and the modern BPO provider. From that, we will understand more about the evolution of BPO over the past 20 years. In the past, BPO provider was the task executor with minimal to none influence to the client's business or strategy. In the modern approach, a BPO provider is a partner of the client which gets involved deeply into building and improving the process together with the client. Second, the tasks being delegated traditionally were mainly simple, repetitive, and manual tasks that the client didn't want to spend time on. Nowadays, BPO staff are assigned medium to high level tasks that could be critical to their business functions. Some tasks require a high level of automation expertise for the BPO to take over. Third, the collaboration shifted from the task delegation with clear distinction between the task executor and the task reviewer to a tight collaboration on both sides to execute the task end-to-end with minimal supervision. BPO provider will also ensure the training, backup, and smooth delivery of the service in any cases. Fourth, as mentioned before about the key trends, technology advancement enables the modern BPO to be part of the innovation journey with the client and automate the manual process, make it more accurate and efficient. Last but not least, modern BPO proactively measures the performance of their staffs and allow the client to have real-time view on their support team. The transparency allows the client to have a complete trust onto the provider and to strengthen the partnership. In this section, we will cover a real-world case where we innovate to implement new technology and automations to enhance the service quality for our client. As the context for the case study, one of our clients tasked us to ramp up a team to help them process over 200,000 transactions per year. They had been working with other providers, but they were not able to keep up with the increasing demand on a timely manner. The main tasks include digitizing the scanned documents in various forms such as receipts, invoices, or other types of local filings in various languages. The challenges that impacted other providers were the variety of the documents along with their specific requirements for each type made it very hard to train and practice the staff to achieve the required level of speed and accuracy. We have implemented several things which I'll go over the details in the next slides that enable us to recruit to train our staff to process the required number of documents in just 5 months compared to the client expectation of from 6 to 8 months. We started with 5 members, ramped up to 30 team members who could process up to 300,000 documents a year. First, we realized that we really need to perfect our recruitment and the onboarding process to allow us to recruit and train the staff more effectively in a shorter time frame. Here are a few things that we have implemented to improve our operational efficiency. With remote onboarding, we designed 100% remote hiring program from screening to e-signing the contract. Each new team member would receive an online onboarding toolkit and the training manuals for them to integrate with the team quickly. About our training platform features online videos, slides, and step-by-step instruction combining with remote sessions with the trainers and a self-paced learning through detailed manuals. The third point here is about ongoing administrative and support. We develop a system to alleviate some admin manual tasks such as attendance checking, time up request, performance evaluation, or payroll. These automations free up our support team so that they can handle a lot more hires when needed. To ensure the ongoing service quality in terms of speed and accuracy, we implemented a data and analytics solution to monitor and report on key performance indicators. The system is fully automated, including the ETL, data warehouse, and dashboard for real-time analysis of processor performance. As you can see on the right, we have the system include the ETL layer that consolidates the data from different sources. For example, performance data from the client, operations data from our ERP, finance data from the accounting system. All of the data is consolidated and transformed in the ETL layer. It is then modeled and stored in a data warehouse, which is available for dashboarding or any analysis that requires the data from the data warehouse. About the key performance indicator, processing speed is one of the metrics that we are tracking and monitoring. In this slide, we have the individual processing speed. We have live real-time reports provide the team members with their current and historical performance, the company benchmark, and the targets. So this type report would allow individuals to self-assess their current performance against the target so that they can know where they are and they can self-adjust or seek guidance as necessary. The second KPI that we are monitoring here is the processing speed as a team. These are also live real-time reports that enable the management team to assess the overall team performance, identify the top and underperformers, prevalent issues across the team, and then assess if the targets are being met as a team. If there is any team issues, we can quickly detect it and address proactively. Another metrics that we proactively track and monitor is accuracy or error rate. These are also live real-time reports that summarize the feedback and errors from the clients. Additional analysis is performed to categorize the errors and the feedback systematically based on the seriousness and frequency. It provides the insights into what caused the errors so that we can come up with the approach to reduce the error rate. Another metrics that we are monitoring here is the demand volume. These are also live real-time reports that enable the management team to assess the volume of transaction from the clients, which is critical for our resource planning process. We don't want to overstaff or understaff depending on the hours during the day, so that's why this is very important for us to always review and adjust accordingly. Here are some of the results of the metrics that I mentioned earlier that shows our improvement over time. So from September to December 2023, within 4 months, we almost double the number of transactions being able to process by each individual a day, from 107 to 207. In the same period of time, we also reduced the number of errors from 3.9% to around 1.3, 1.5% within also 4 months. When comparing the actual performance versus the benchmark, for the time needed to reach the target processing speed, the benchmark requires to be able to do it within the first 12 weeks, but Innovatia was able to cut it down to 10 weeks. On the right, we are showing the improvement over the onboarding groups. The last batch that we onboarded was November 2023, and within the first 10 weeks since the start date, we were able to exceed the target required by the benchmark. And that brings to the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention.